Good evening, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. This is the ongoing saga of the Compaq Portable. Just bear with me a second, I'm going to plug the multimeter in a fashion anyway. Oh. Now, as you know, can we read the multimeter? Yes, we can. As we know, this Compaq is dead. The power pack doesn't work unless it's unplugged from the motherboard, and then when it does work, it doesn't give any values of any meaning as such across its power connector. The motherboard itself just flashes the red diagnostic light and beeps. The video card emits nothing, and the hard drives don't spin, nothing happens. But I have been doing a few things. I've traced the 12 volt lines and the 5 volt lines as best I can to various capacitors, and I've snipped a few capacitors out of the line. I did find a couple that were going to ground, but that was then. It still didn't work when I did that, so I sort of gave up for the time being anyway. But I had a flush of enthusiasm at the weekend, and I decided to get my Commodore 286 down and plug in the expansion cards out of this machine, just for the hell of it really. And I've discovered that the Compaq I/O card, the hard drive and floppy controller, is not only dead, but it actually stops the Commodore machine booting. It is dead as a dodo with that card in. Remove the card and the Commodore starts up. So I thought, okay, that's obviously dead. So I'll try the EGA card. If I plug the EGA card, which is an ATI Wonder with a Compaq little expansion card from the feature connector to drive the internal CRT, if I plug that in, the Commodore machine starts and runs, but I cannot get any display from the EGA card. I do have an EGA to VGA adapter, and I have the manual with the dip switches. It doesn't seem to display anything no matter what I do. But with both those cards removed, let's see what happens. Now that red LED in the corner is my PC diagnostic card. The readings are telling me it's got good 12 volt, it's got good 5 volt and good 3 volt, it says. It's also giving me various numbers there that are lighting up, which are telling me what the PC is doing, i.e. it's checking RAM, it's doing floppy seek and all the other stuff that it would normally do. Now it's stuck at 87. I haven't looked, but I shall look in my manual now what 87 means, out of curiosity. First thing to do is obviously get the CRT working. Now the CRT tube is lighting up orange, but there's no display. Well, there won't be now because the card's unplugged, but I think the ATI Wonder's dead. 87, let's see what that means. Excuse me. 87 means 87, okay. The programming before WinBIOS setup has completed. Configure motherboards or configure devices in setup. Waiting. Excuse me. Okay, so presumably it's booted up, it's stuck at the BIOS because it can't find the hard drive, which I've unplugged. I don't want to be turning it on and off with the old Winchester hard drive spinning up. Well, mini scribe, but it goes to a Winchester connector. So this is a result. It's almost alive. Well, that's not fair. It is alive. I just can't see it being alive. Now I'm going to have a scrounge around now to see if I have an ISA video card. I don't think I do. In fact, I'm fairly sure I don't, but I'm going to have a look anyway. I've got a couple of PCs. I've got one at my brother's farm, so obviously I can't get to that at the moment, but I have one. I have a Pentium upstairs. I'm not sure if the Pentium uses ISA or PCI or what the hell it is. Might even be a motherboard controller. It's an IBM machine. So there we are. The Compaq is alive. If I plug in the hard drive spins up and there's an LED on the back. It looks like it's actually working. It seems to be seeking. It spins up. It's nice and quiet. In fact, it's the quietest old drive I've ever heard. I hope that means good things. So that is, I'm staggered to say the Compaq works. I've changed a couple of caps in the power pack, more at random than anything else, because I just couldn't get any voltage from the power pack when it's not plugged in. Obviously it needs to be plugged in or it won't give you any readings, which is very strange, but there we go. So that is the Compaq. That's the case on the left there at the side. That's the bag it comes with, the brown carry bag, and that's an LCD screen there, HP. HP and Compaq are the same company now, aren't they? So there's a little bit of correlation there. And over to the right that you can't see is a Commodore 286, which I'm using for fault diagnostics. I'm just zooming in here so you can see the diagnostic card sat at 87. I have had a little puff of magic smoke out the motherboard when I first turned it on. What happened was tonight I got the machine out. I have put this away as sort of almost a no-hoper. But I got the machine out on a whim tonight because I found my EGA cable. So I thought, oh, I'll just try it. So I whipped out the ATI card, which doesn't seem to do much. But when I unplugged it and the I/O card, I just, for no reason at all, just flicked the power switch, and the PSU fan turned half a turn and stopped, which it's never done before. So I thought, oh, that's very odd. So I turned it off and back on again, and there was a little puff of smoke came out of one of the, it looked like it came out of one of the ISA slots, but I can't be sure, I can't see, it's too dark. And then it started working, it all burst into life. Now perhaps there's half a bumblebee wedged in an ISA slot, I don't know. But for whatever reason, it just burst into life. But obviously I've got no CRT. So if anyone's got an ATI Wonder out there, that would be very nice to have. Or even a Compaq graphic card. That would also be nice. But I'm going to have a look on eBay now, see what I can find. But I'm thrilled to bits. I'm very excited. Now I've got to do some soldering now, because like I say, I've snipped a few caps on the board. They need putting back. But we've got 12.16 volts. The 5 volt is 5.02, I think it is, and obviously ground. It all works fine. We've got good solid power from the power supply. I'm staggered. Anyway, there we go. Hopefully I'll have a working Compaq very shortly. Anyway, that'll do for now. Thank you very much, and now that's the multimeter going to sleep. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.
I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string.